Hey there, ICI families. This is Mr. Hunsicker, and I thought I would share a wonderful book with some of you guys. You may be familiar with it, or maybe not, but it is After the Fall by Dan Santat. I really enjoy this book. So, subtitle, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know, it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand, but it was just an accident. But it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. And there's an idea flying by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day, I kept trying and trying until I got it just right. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents can happen. They always do. Let's see, what do you think's going to happen to that airplane he made? I almost walked away again. But then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. And if you can see, I decided that I was going to climb that wall. His airplane ended up on top of the wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as the egg who is famous for falling. There's something going on here. Hopefully, you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. Oh, something's changing. No words on that page, though. The egg who got back up and learned how to fly. That's the last page. You see he's off in the distance flying. So not only did he fall, but he learned how to get back up and eventually flew away in happiness in the end. I think it's a really great story to share, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope everybody's doing well and staying healthy and taking care of themselves and their loved ones. All right, have a good day, guys.